All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are back to the Purple Rain Minute here on podcastjuice.net. And hey, welcome. We are at minute 4, I believe. I know. But joining me today real quick is Big Sexy and Saxer. How are you?
I'm doing great. Getting rained on up here, finally.
All right. KaNisa, how you doing?
Doing good. I'm happy it's finally cold in Atlanta.
All right. Shout out to the ATL and Mr. Ant Pooh.
I'm ready to let's get crazy. Let's get nuts.
All right. You in the spirit of it. All right. Ant E Day. That's what we'll call you today. All right. So minute number 4. I'm going to give the viewer a chance to go ahead and watch that. You can put us on pause if you like. So I'll give you 2 seconds. And my Chuck Woolery. 1, 2. All right, we are now going to go over this minute of footage. Actually, I'm going to go to Big Sexy and let you start us off, if you don't mind.
No, not at all, not at all. We start off with the continuation of Miss Apollonia ditching the cab driver. And you also see the Revolution on stage and a cut scene with, I believe they were still in the dressing room, but I think that was an earlier minute. But what caught my attention most about the scene of them on stage is Prince is banging on the piano with his foot, and I've been playing piano for a year and a half, and he's still better than me. So it's with his foot.
Wow.
It's most embarrassing. But also, we have Morris arriving at the club. Now, people who know the time know that Morris was notorious for the Stacey Adams shoes. Gets out of the car, and the yellow tint of the light makes the shoes look yellow and black instead of black and white. And those shoes are just a staple. And they pan up to Morris, slicking his hair back. Jerome holding the mirror, like, let's do this. And they go back, they go into the club about to wreck shop, and you go back to Prince, and he's on stage doing an extended version of Let's Go Crazy, which I have heard, I believe, in interviews with Susan Rogers, that they just went in the studio and made it longer instead of remixing it. They just played more, which is pretty heavy. But I don't think they've ever done this version in concert, which is greatly disappointing to me because I wanted to see it because I knew the steps.
Well, I think they do this in the Purple Rain concert tour. I remember in Syracuse they played a...
Not the long version.
He's doing the piano thing and stuff, isn't he?
No.
I mean, he's not on the standing up on the thing, but...
I know that during Delirious he brings back some of it, but I mean, not the total song.
Oh, okay. Well, that's what I mean then. They definitely play parts of it. But go ahead. Was that what you had?
No, I'm done. Go ahead.
All right. I just wanted to chime in on, the big part for me for this minute is Mr. Morris E-Day. That whole part where he comes out the car and the look he gives, that's a man of confidence. When they, back in the, maybe a couple years ago, they used to use that word swagger a lot. This is that personified. Just when you see that Stacey Adams hit the shot, and I love looking at see the Blu-ray of it. It's like his shit is clean. Hits the pavement and boom, he just comes up. I'm the shit. This is how a lot of cats, when they be like, man, we're going to the club, man, it's gonna be lit. I'm gonna be out there. Wait a minute. I'm sorry, this is Harvey Weinstein era. I mean, slow down.
Yeah, not anymore, Mike. Not anymore.
I'm taking this back to another time. Not when America was great, but it was a time. But a lot of cats that come out and be like, man, this is what a lot of them. This is that on screen. This is one of the rare moments. It may be one of the only moments in film history where you see the black man in such a when they would say black girl magic. What is this black man magic? God damn it! He came out of there, and you'll
get in trouble for that.
Hey, that's all right. I'm a troubled man, as Marvin Gaye would say. So I love it, and then you got the mirror out there, and the cold part about it is the people believe it. Like, oh, he got fans. Oh like he's a superstar. You know, I was saying, I think in the previous minute when he was at home and he came out the car, was nobody there, right? I was like, at least he believes he's the shit. Well, apparently in the car ride over, those vibes went out to the rest of the Minnesotans, and they was like, we're waiting for Morris to get here. And he triumphantly arrives at First Avenue. So just looking at this, you already know he's the man out there in these streets. You know, a lot of cats don't get this type of reception when they come to the club. They ain't even got no records out. And they already hitting. So salute to Morrissey Day on this scene. I love it. And Jerome, you know, he's got the mirror. He's just shaking his head. That's my nigga. That's my nigga. You know, that's my dog. But anyway. And lastly, I would just say, Prince, just the fabulousness of him on stage, it's just it just all there, man. The jumping, we did that little jump with the splits in the air. It's like, who does that? You know what I'm saying? Like, only this guy, man. And then I love the little part where he throws the tambourine out. And shout out to the ADR people, because you can hear the tambourine going. I'm like, okay, all on point. So that's all I gotta say. Beautiful minute, KaNisa.
Oh yeah, I can't leave out Apples. Trying to see what's going on at First Avenue, trying to get through the windows, and then seeing that she needs to be, that's somewhere she needs to be. So I guess hopefully we'll see her moving over there soon too.
Yes. Aunt Po.
Yeah, just to bring it back to Morris, when he got out that car and he was standing there looking around, I know this is a different movie, but I can just imagine in his mind, he was doing that Christopher Tracy voice saying, Morris in the mood for draws. Just the way he looked, I was just thinking it. And then I got to give him props because he gave Jim Jones a hit song, because you see at the end with the comb, he does the ballin' and shoots it out to the rest of the crowd that was just waiting for them and clamoring around him. But back to Apollonia, the one thing that it kind of confused me many times that I've seen this movie, when Apollonia finally gets in that room and she has a scarf on one hook, then she takes it off, goes to the window, puts it up on the other hook, and then she goes back to the mirror. Then she goes to the windows. She goes to 3 different windows, and it opens it up, and there's First Ave. And I'm looking at that scene like, okay, what's going on with this chick? Is she paranoid that the cab driver's coming for her? She needs her shot of Ritalin or something? Is she kind of crazy? You know, like it's just kind of weird. But now that I have my super insanely expensive Beats by Dre headphones, when I was watching it, I can hear my car honking. The car's honking. And just as the car honked, you see her turn over to the window, and she's like, okay, what's going on? And then I start reading what she's doing, her body language, that, you know, the first window she's trying to look in or open it doesn't open. The second window she tries to look out and she can't get her head above it. And then she finally gets to a window that does open. So, you know, props to the director for conveying that, even though, you know, my dumb butt didn't pick up on any of those clues.
Damn, Ampu just broke that. Ampu broke that minute down.
Yeah, he did.
Because I never even paid attention to that. But now that I see, you're right, man. And that almost make me think that maybe she was like you said, was the cab driver, where's my money back? Where's my money? Yeah. But anyway. So there you go. That was minute number 4. We love to hear what you, the listener, have to say about that. And of course, we're not done. We got a long way to go. Hold on to your podcast, so y'all. But we'll see you on the next one. Work it like a job piece.